Hello, beautiful souls. I wanted to share a few things today. I have kind of been going through a forced sabbatical, if you will, and just reaching a point in my life that we all get to. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Just a little connection point in a world that can feel very disconnected. And I hope this can start to be an anchor for you, as this was for me. And I have had a lot of things going on behind the scenes, honestly, for a very long time. And there's been a ton of work, a ton of excavating, pruning, learning, growing, listening, especially listening to myself going on. And I'm finally coming out the other side of that. A lot of that had to do with realigning with myself and my true path and the true voice, and my Heavenly Father, my Creator, our Creator. And there's going to be a bit of a shift in the content I'm putting out. I haven't really been putting out much consistently at all. And I think that has a lot to do with this growth period. So that's exactly what I wanted to share with you today. A super dear friend of mine introduced me to this book, The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. I think that's how it's pronounced. If it's not, well, pardon me. So there was just something that was so full of synchronicity that was in the daily reading that spoke to my journey. And pretty much everyone I've been talking to lately, this is what they've been going through this past year. Especially lately, there has been a massive shift in our lives, what we've been called to, and it's like a almost global repositioning in a way. Very strange, but in a way, for those who are more enlightened and aware of the spiritual things going on and in people's hearts, it's not that surprising. So I just wanted to share, and if you're not familiar with these books, with this book, it has a little like reflection point, little nugget of wisdom every day with reflection questions at the end. So I've been loving this, and I've been journaling after each reading, and it's been so therapeutic for me, especially just getting me back in touch and alignment with myself, especially as caregivers and lovers and service we keep giving to others. So this has been a beautiful way before I start to just reconnect and pull it all into myself and what really matters. And I just wanted to share that with you today. So, reading from this book, August 5th, The Chick Being Born. Every crack is also an opening. When in the midst of great change, it is helpful to remember how a chick is born. From the view of the chick, it is a terrifying struggle. Confined and curled in a dark shell, half formed, the chick eats all its food and stretches to the contours of its shell. It begins to feel hungry and cramped. Eventually, the chick begins to starve and feel suffocated by the ever-shrinking space of its world. Finally, its own growth begins to crack the shell, and the world as the chick knows it is coming to an end. Its sky is falling. As the chick wriggles through the cracks, it begins to eat its shell. In that moment, growing but fragile, starving and cramped, its world breaking, the chick must feel like it is dying. Yet once everything it has relied on falls away, the chick is born. It doesn't die, but falls into the world. The lesson is profound. Transformation always involves the falling away of things we have relied on. I'll say it again. Transformation always involves the falling away of things we have relied on, or people. And we are left with a feeling that the world as we know it is coming to an end, because it is. Yet the chick offers us the wisdom that the way to be born while still alive is to eat our own shell. When faced with great change in self, in relationship, in our sense of calling, we somehow must take in all that has enclosed us, nurtured us, incubated us. So when the new life is upon us, the old is within us. So then the reflection questions for that are: the next chance you get, watch something being born, or someone. If moved by this notion, actively pursue this. Go to a zoo or a farm or a nursery or an aquarium, or walk the floor of newborns at your local hospital or birthing center. As you witness birth of some kind, note what detail touches you. Take it as a teacher and see if it describes something struggling to be born in you. So that is that. And then I just wanted to share my reflections on that I wrote. A little snippet of what my journal entry was. Reflections on my own journey. Rebirth. A great falling away of the old must occur before the healthy new can transpire. Pain where things or people were once infused to and possibly within us. Like a chick being born, it will slowly die if it doesn't accept the process of change and allow its once cozy shell to be cracked open and leave it for good. A butterfly will die if left in the cocoon past and part. Let me read that again. A butterfly will die if left in its cocoon past the ripening stage, the very place that once nourished it. The irony the irony and great challenge is that at each growth stage we must abandon the very homes that sheltered us for so long. But breath, fresh air, and the excitement of new life is on the other side. All right. I know so many people who are going through a lot of rebirths right now, myself included. And for those who have been following me for a long time, you've probably seen a lot of interesting seasons of my life and a lot of the messy stages. And I appreciate you for still hanging out with me and seeing the good in me despite any of the messes, and often seeing more good in me than I saw in myself during those times. And during this specific season, it's a whole new me, and honestly the most real, authentic version of myself there ever has been. There's been so much pruning, and it's been very, very, very painful. But on the other side of that is life and breath, new fresh air and opportunities. And I know so many people who are going through that now, who are starting to feel the cracks and their shelters, the things that once nourished them, starting to fall apart or feeling suffocated within that. And for you, my dear, if that is you, you are ready to blossom, to grow into the next stage of your life. It is meant to be a little bit painful and cost more effort, but this is the reality of what you're going through right now. And I hope that gives you a little bit of hope and a little bit of encouragement for the hard times. Let yourself rest. I mean, if you've ever watched a chick being born, which I have, we had our own chicks that we incubated a few years ago, and it was absolutely one of the most beautiful moments of my life. And I wouldn't call myself an animal lover or anything like that either, but to watch this little chick fight so hard to get out pecking, oh my goodness. So there's extra effort for us when we're going through this rebirth stage, and I just want to send you so much love for that, and maybe a little bit of an objective perspective on it, a realignment of what's actually going on, because it can hurt, and it's so easy to get caught up in the pain or discomfort of it, or think that there's something going wrong with your life, and it's actually the complete opposite. It's actually stuff that's starting to go right. And it might not be that those things in the past were bad, but it's not stuff you're meant to carry on in the future. And it may be people, and that may hurt and be even harder. I totally understand that. So just breathe, breathe through this time and take the rest you need, because those chicks, they pull back and they rest. They get born when they need to. But if they stop, they die. So there is a type of a death that can happen if you stop allowing this growth process to happen. So I'll wrap that up for now. I just wanted to send you a little bit of love, hopefully a little bit of light, and a little bit of connection. Among all the noise and crud in the world and on social media, I hope this can be a little bit of a refresher for you and a reminder to send that love back to yourself and to nourish yourself.